So following a weather alert day, because we know it's been hot for sure, right? But it is going to be dangerously hot now for the next few days. So for that, let's go ahead and bring in meteorologist Chris Mulcahy. And Chris, really, it felt extra steamy walking out the door this morning.
Yeah, you felt it this morning for sure. Yesterday we only hit a peak heat index of about 100 degrees. Today we could be as much as 105. And we dropped down into the upper 70s. I think we had a low about 77 degrees. So our lows continue to be well above and beyond. And this really looks like it's going to be pretty typical compared to what we had on Monday. So I was actually correlating where we were at 8 o'clock compared to on Monday and today. It's identical. Same dew point, the same temperature of 80 degrees, same real feel. So realistically, I think that we're at least going to get up to that 97, 98 degree air temperature. But then I think you're going to have at least 103 degree heat index. Now, 105 is going to be the max. And that's the only time that you have a heat advisory that's going to be issued by the National Weather Service. So let's roll tape. Let's get to it. Our heat impacts today, starting 1 to 7, I would say even 1 to 6, even though 2 to 7 is the technical heat advisory criteria. I think it's during those hours that you're still going to be feeling like 100 plus. But once you get to 103, that's where you're really in the danger zone. But you really see the highest numbers, 103, 105, 103 from 4 to 6 o'clock. We only have 6 counties that are actively under a heat advisory. All of us still have to be advised that it is excessively hot compared to where we should be this time of year. It's usually hot, but now it's almost hotter. And it's Mecklenburg County and Cabarrus and over into Cabarrus County and Union County, I'm repeating myself, it's been a long day. We have a heat index possibility up to about 105, but that goes until 7. And then we have Stanley, Anson, and Richmond County that goes until 8 o'clock. And it's mainly the upper 90s by the end of the day. Our night's forecast is going to be quite hot during that point. Still at 6 p.m., it's like 99, and it could feel as much as 98 degrees for the start of the game tomorrow. So, sorry, I have the wrong night's forecast in. But for tonight, actually, it could feel as much as 100 degrees when it's actually 93 come 7 p.m. So the night's game is at 7, 6 o'clock tomorrow, and there's no real big relief in sight. So just letting you know, we're going to be feeling it even well into the evening. Jane said she felt it this morning. And it's just going to be overly hot heading into the evening. Also, you factor in the relative humidity. As temperatures get a little bit closer to the dew point, you have technically even more moisture that's compressed. So that's also not great for the skeeters. So we have a high skeeter meter, especially heading into the evenings and the mornings.
Great.
Okay, so our peak heat index is 105 today, and I think we do it again tomorrow. And then afterwards, we kind of see a general sloping off as far as these go. And those are actually going to be correlated with some of our rain chances. So I want to pivot here from the heat over to our rain chances. So obviously it could feel as much as 100 to 105. High temperatures around 97, 98 today, around 96, 97 tomorrow, then 96 on Sunday. We also have a chance for some storms. So of course that goes along with this. Oftentimes the more hot and humid it is, this better storm fuel. We have a flood watch until midnight, and that's up into Watauga and Ashe County. These areas have seen the most rain comparatively to the rest of the area. Technically, we have the highest chance for widespread rain, I think, on Saturday, and that's why you're even seeing the Charlotte area under a low risk for flash flooding, and then it's a far less map on Sunday. So I took that excessive rain map and put it into the panel view that I usually do for severe weather. And speaking of, we do have, per the Storm Prediction Center, a low chance for severe storms today north of Charlotte, and again same kind of area on Sunday. So let's roll through it. Your futurecast shows the first signs of storms around 11 to 2, and that's northwest Charlotte, or northwest of Charlotte. That's up in the mountains around Taylorsville, north of I-40. And then it drifts its way further off towards the east. So north of the I-40 corridor is where we have the most activity. And then you're seeing a chance of an isolated storm drifting its way into the evening. Far less chance the further south you go. So if you live around Rock Hill, likely you don't see anything at all. Slight chance for 1 or 2 storms around Charlotte. Yesterday, I had 2 storms pass my house. They literally lasted for 10 minutes. So I think you have up to 45 minutes for a maximum rainfall for today. These are those popcorn kernel type storms that we call. They pop up and they pop down pretty quickly. Tomorrow's a different case. I think we're done with the rain in the middle of the evening, and I think you're good before 2. Again, it's the noon hour right around the mountains and the high country, but you see an chance of an isolated storm 3 to 6 for Charlotte. But watch this. We actually have clusters of storms to start to roll in. I would say mid to late afternoon for a majority of our areas from Morganton to Shelby, and then closer to about 5 to 7 across the Charlotte area. Those are going to be slow moving. You didn't really see that track too far across that period of time. The quick movers can move from Shelby to Mecklenburg County in an hour or two. These are sticking around for about 2 to 4. So that's the reason why we have that low chance for flash flooding there, and it should be done around sunrise. Your Sunday has a chance for an isolated storm earlier, as we've seen like the last couple of days, so as early as noon. And then you'll have some isolated storms here and there throughout the afternoon. So a quick little downpour is going to be a possibility. That's more typical for what we see this time of year. So I think Saturday is more predictable. You can say, hey, we might be able to hold off longer without rain. Sunday has a less chance and less coverage, but it's a little bit more unpredictable that, hey, say if you're grilling hot dogs at 3, you could get nipped by that passing storm. So I just want people to know that for a fact. And that severe chance that I was showing you for Sunday, I don't think that that's for the afternoon. I really think it's for these bands of showers that you're seeing heading into Monday. Because what people don't realize is whenever it says Sunday for a severe risk for day 3, that actually goes 8 a.m. for that day until 8 a.m. the next day. So technically when I was showing you this map, that you would have a severe risk for Sunday, I think that's really factoring in your Sunday night heading into Monday for the mountains, that you could have that potential. Again, avoiding the Charlotte area. Our best chances for rain are not this weekend, though. Yeah, you have a scattered chance for rain late day heading into your Saturday evening, but it's Monday night into Tuesday that we have the most widespread potential, because we have a front. Rain can pop up on any given day if it's hot and humid enough here in the Charlotte area, unless there's something called a cap. It's like literally a cap on a bottle of soda. You can shake it up all you want, but it's not exploding until you take that cap off. So sometimes it can be too hot, almost too dry in certain levels for that to form. That's not the case over the next few days, but once you have a front, that's able to lift everything up really quickly. So a cold front will drive that heat and humidity up rapidly. A warm front does it a little bit more gradually, but it's the cold fronts that have the best chance to provide some storms. So as of right now, the best chance for widespread rain and storms is going to be later on your Monday night into Tuesday, and then you see that it slips down to the south, provides a coastal low, eventually starts to swing out of there, and then eventually you're going to have just your usual pop-up shower and storm potential thereafter. So that's going to be your best chance for rain, and that's also the one that could ruin our streak. Not saying that we want to keep doing this jazz, but yesterday was our 11th day at 90 degrees. Today will be our 12th, and then there'll be the 13th, 14th, and 15th leading up through Monday. Tuesday, I have a high of 90 degrees exactly. So one of two scenarios. The clouds stick around a little bit too long and we don't hit 90. Or Monday has rain earlier and we don't hit 90. Rain and clouds is the only way that we're going to avoid this. The reason why I'm really focusing in on this is, say if we do hit 90, that's going to be day 16. On Tuesday or Wednesday, it will be day 17, day 18. And at that point, we are getting well into the zone of a record stretch here in Charlotte. So this is actually really interesting to see kind of historically where we've had some of the longest stretches. The longest in Charlotte history is 33 days. So say if we do hit 90 degrees on Tuesday, that would bring us up to 16, 17, 18 by the end of that 7-day period. That's 18 days. So that would actually tie for the 8th longest 90 straight stretch. And also, it hasn't been just hitting 90, 91, barely hanging on. We're consistently hitting 93 plus most of this stretch. And what's also, I actually just uploaded this for the first time. We're able to do contours from the Storm Prediction Center, the Weather Prediction Center, a bunch of different agencies. This is the 8 to 14 day outlook for extreme heat. So this contour that you're looking at right here is showing a slight risk to a moderate risk across the Carolinas, mountains excluded because they're higher up and they're usually about 10 degrees cooler, for extreme heat. And extreme heat indicates either a 95 plus degree high temperature or triple digit heat indices at 100 to 105 plus. So if we hit that Tuesday 90-degree mark, I think we're heading well into the 20-plus straight days of 90 degrees because there's really no relief in sight over the next 8 to 14. So just letting you know, we could have history on our sides as far as all of that concerns. And we actually already do have history on our sides as far as July goes. I've been sharing multiple facts about, hey, this is the hottest July up to this certain point. Well, through 17 days, I went a step further. Our lows have been the ones that have been really cranked above normal. We should be in the lower 70s. We've been in the mid 70s for almost 2 weeks now. We're averaging 73.5 for our average low. That's the 4th warmest set of lows through this time. The 6th overall warmest July through this point. And then 93.2 is the 9th average warmest high. So top 10 for all 3 temperature categories. And if you were to end the month now, this would actually be the 3rd hottest July. That usually, so we still have a ways to go. We're just barely over the halfway point, but this is only going to continue. And I think it's hands down that we're actually aiming our sights at being in the top 5 hottest Julys on record. And I think a lot of us are feeling it, especially with multiple days still hitting either a start around 75 and a high at 93 plus.
Is that why it's been a long day?
It's been a long day because they had me talk a lot. So
Yeah.
I was doing 5 to 10-minute weather. So that's why my brain is feeling fuzzy at this point.
So the beach is calling then.
Yeah, no,
at
I
Myrtle.
wish. Yeah, that sounds
Myrtle
great.
Beach, beautiful.
Gorgeous
There,
Myrtle.
or maybe up in the mountains.
Oh, do you know what? Either or. It's going to rain a lot in the mountains. We actually showed a shot in Myrtle just recently.
Yeah, we just had it.
You saw that?
Yep.
That's the one I want to go to.
You want that?
I actually learned an interesting fact yesterday. About 17 million people per year visit Myrtle Beach on average.
It's so
Wow,
it's a huge tourist
really?
destination.
17 million. I was like,
Great.
what? That's crazy.
That
When I
is
did my
crazy.
stint in Buffalo, was my second station I worked at. Everybody asked.
They went to-
Everybody asked, like, "Oh my gosh, what's Myrtle Beach like?" Like that's what they know about
Oh,
the Carolinas.
how funny.
Oddly
Sure.
enough, it's
Yeah.
Myrtle Beach.
Golf and beach. I mean,
Golfing,
it's a
yeah.
69-mile
Putt-putt.
strand.
Yep.
And I mean, the part we're looking at, there's like
Gorge.
3 people on there.
Yeah.
But all
This is way down
private
past like the main
properties.
strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the little known secrets not to blow it up is North Myrtle.
It's fantastic.
I like North Myrtle.
North Myrtle's great.
Yes.
Garden City's great.
Because you
Yeah.
can still drive to all the touristy things.
Right.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
too far,
And then
but it's
escape
a
a little
little
bit.
bit quieter if
Yeah.
that's your speed.
Yeah.
So newcomers to the area, North Myrtle is where it's at, even though we're going to actual Heart of Myrtle, and
Ooh.
because that'll be JT's first time.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Well then,
Yeah, you gotta go to
you gotta
Heart
get
of
an airbrush
Myrtle.
T-shirt. You gotta do the whole Myrtle
Oh
experience.
man, the amount of
Putt-putt.
the random custom T-shirts is my
Yeah.
favorite, especially you get to pick out the decals.
Yes.
Oh, that's the best.
Okay.
Lots of putt too. Great putt.
Putt-putt,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
That going up as a kid.
So this brings me up on a different point because you always go off on tangents. You
Sure.
guys call it putt putt over miniature golf?
Putt.
Oh,
I'm a mini golfer.
I say
That's-
mini golf.
You say mini golf?
Oh no, I do say putt-putt. Want
You
to
do
go
say
putt-putt?
putt-putt?
I think we've said I've always
Wanna
said
go
putt.
Mini golf? I don't know.
See, it wasn't until I came to the south
in a
that I
name?
heard of. No, actually, the
Is it a southern thing?
Midwest and the South. I heard. I'm from New England, but,
Right.
but we also call a lot of odd things.
Okay, so
odd
do you say
things.
caddy corner or kitty corner?
Caddy corner?
Caddy.
Okay, I said caddy corner.
Hey, well, where I'm from, they call
says
shopping.
kitty?
People in Buffalo
heard
said
it.
kitty corner.
Yeah, I've heard it.
I was there
Oh.
for 3 years. I was
Okay.
like, what is kitty corner? What are
Yeah.
y'all talking about?
Caddy corner.
Yeah, the weirdest thing
Please.
that I've heard from New England, where I'm from, is that they call shopping carts carriages.
No, that's weird.
Oh.
Yeah, I've
Well,
also heard.
that's-
Sorry.
Some-
Sorry.
Carriages.
Some people in New England,
your
my
cabbage.
mom also would call soda tonic. Hey, can I have a
Oh.
tonic? Like tonic water.
Like
Okay.
okay, not a
We call 'em
soda, not a
buggies
pop.
down here. Shopping the
Yeah,
buggies.
see, buggies, but technically a buggy is a carriage, so we're not too
That's
far
true.
off. Ours is just
Carriage
pinkies
just
up.
sounds more,
Yeah.
you know.
Take your carriage to the
Carriage.
grocery store.
I'm like, get the buggy.
All right, when are you going to Myrtle Beach?
Middle of August.
Oh,
So
okay.
I will not be impacting then, but
Can
I
you
will
send
in
us pictures
spirit.
from the beach?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, I'll send you beach pictures.
Okay.
You will impact.
Yeah, and he doesn't know
beach.
about this yet, but we got one of those places where it's like kind of kid friendly, where they have like a pirate ship, like slides and stuff.
Oh my
So at the
gosh, I
resort,
love
and then,
it.
yeah.
Surprise, JT.
Surprise!
That's the way to go. All
You're gonna
right,
love it.
doing Myrtle, the strand right.
Ah, it's gonna be so good, and you can get that T-shirt.
Gotta get the T-shirt. Bring us back an airbrush T-shirt.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe you get him to say live impact.
It's super cute.